Okay, so welcome back, everybody. The characters that are currently on a Wilderland journey to find the wood fort, we're going to assume tonight that your characters have made it back alive. And that this is currently just by the time you make it back, it will just be like a day later, probably, in all likelihood. It is Lunasa, that is the month of August, the 21st of Fomar. It is Sunny Day, a sacred day. In fact, probably with what's been going on with Caden, it would probably make sense to wait until the following day, until the 22nd, before you depart. Or later, depending on what you want to do at the tavern. And actually, I think that's where we ought to probably start tonight. Is we should start... I'll describe what's going on where you're at the day before. And what's happened in the last week. It has been a lively time for Zelkor's Ferry, with all of the news of heroes and treasure and adventure and the large number of people that have been trafficked through the ferries back into Bard's Gate to the west. With that, with movements of people and tales of treasure, comes people seeking business. And so there are a lot of people in the tavern, and it's the busiest you've ever seen it. You can tell that most of these people are not for hire at all. There are builders that have come into town. There are 2 people that you can tell sitting by themselves at a table. That they are the sorts that have made it overland. That is to say, they don't look very well off. And then there are 2 people sitting by themselves at a table who look very well off and who are wearing armor and weapons after they've arrived to drink, to stay at the inn like you. And it looks like they probably plan to try to seek treasure like you. The ferry hasn't come in for several days. And then Caden. A few things. You said that you spent the week using your miracles to try to heal people, right?
Yeah, if anybody needed healing, yeah.
Okay. So an interesting thing about that is in this week of Lunasa, is the Feast of the Lady is ongoing. This is one of the times of the season of Fomhar when time is set aside after Adventuretide to focus on healing and mercy, the care of children and orphans and those in need. And that might be why you especially have focused on that, along with your meeting of that one cleric, you know. And in the course of that, a lot of people have taken to you. Now, it's not a service you can render yet, right? You don't have a temple. But there are a lot of people that come through here who desperately need help. And I wanted to resolve that with a simple check. So if you'd make a wisdom saving throw. So it's just like Hero's Journey. It's a d20. Add your wisdom modifier to overcome your saving throw number. And then I'm going to see how many people that would affect. Wow. Hey, Dan.
Let's see, my wisdom is a 16. Does that have a +1?
A 16 is +2, right? And then
Yeah.
17 and 18 are a plus, or 18 is +3, 16 and 17 is +2, yeah. On the
And so I got a 17.
17, and that beats your saving throw number, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, my next question is: there have been 8 people who have come in here who have been desperate for help, begging for food, never mind medical care, with different medical conditions, and a lot of the locals have simply wryly pointed to you, like, "Well, why don't you go talk to that holy man? I'm sure he'll help you." And they beg you for money and food and a place to stay.
I'm sure he would offer them coin
Okay.
to stay at the inn.
That is, let's see, so, look. I got 8 people, so that would be 56 gold pieces.
Wow. Yeah.
28. I'll cover half.
Wow. Okay. This is a shocking thing to do. It would be like if you paid for someone to stay at a hotel right now, but it's 8 people and it's for an entire week. And so, and now the next thing I'm going to do with that is 5 of them want to stay, and they want to work for you if you'll keep them, but you have to pay for them. But they're working on building places for people to stay. But it would cost money. It would cost money to keep them here and not send them on to Bard's Gate. I'm not.
Are these like torch bearers?
Yeah, these are like refugees who typically they would move through the area and they would say, "All right, I just want to get on the ferry and get out of here." And now 5 of them are saying, "No, I want to stay here with you. I want to actually make a difference and stay here."
Cool.
These would be people that would like.
You are welcome, my children.
Okay, you now have
I
5.
like this with you.
You have 5 acolytes. They're level 0. They're not for the dungeon, but they're for, like, if you ever have a temple or if you have things that happen in Zelkor's Ferry.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will figure out the cost for you later. Yeah, so anyways, in the tavern you see all sorts of peoples here. You got people brought in by the ferry to build houses. Merchants. People have been trying to sell things to all the mercenaries. There is a fairly sizable number of mercenaries that are now housed here. Never mind Odo's mercenaries. There's another group led by the Wednesday group, a group of mercenaries that they've hired and keep here. And so they're all in here drinking for the evening. Odo is here, as well as his 2 serving wenches and 2 refugees and 2 fighter adventurer types. People covered in armor and weapons, drinking and carousing together. What do you do?
I just want to do really quickly in character. I see that Gerald has donated money to Caden, as has Kala. How do you say it?
Hear that?
Did I?
How do you say
No,
your name?
I think it was Flanagan, who did that.
Okay. Okay, I thought you did, Martin. Okay, well, yeah.
It was
Flanagan-
Gerald.
Yeah, okay. I thought I heard you did it, Martin, too. No pressure. John, yeah.
Iron marks.
Flanagan says he also puts out some coin on the table for you and says you can do what you want with it. I don't. There's no pressure. What I trust you, and I know whatever you're going to do is going to be for the best. And he just gives it to you and says, no questions asked, no commitment to do anything. I know you're going to do well with it. and just that's all he says.
You're a good man, Flanagan.
Well, not as good as you, but one day I endeavor to.
So remind me again, who else is at the table today? Like these NPCs who are potentially available?
Two people who look really well off and some refugees is what I got.
Okay.
Yeah. Two people that are wearing armor and weapons and have gear. They're obviously adventurers, and two people that look like refugees.
You would hear it.
They're both wearing armor.
Oh yeah. And a humongous head would appear from the edge of the table as Krogon crawls from underneath. Ooh, my head. Where is that little scamp?
Oh
He looks
gosh,
around.
I messed up. You have two hirelings too.
I know.
Krogan
That's
does.
going to mention. Where is that scoundrel? Mala, where's
Okay.
my sword?
Malar and it's
that too.
Malar and I'm sorry, I didn't even
Rodicon.
think about that because I wasn't.
I have the names down as Malar and Rodicon.
Malar and Rodicon. Okay.
Oh, there it is. That's scroll down. Yeah,
Rodicon.
Malar was a second level thief.
Now we're getting somewhere. This is cool.
And Rodocon was a he was up there too. I'm not I have it written.
Rodicon. Oh no. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wasn't. Well, let's not worry too much about it. Malar is a level 2 thief, indeed, and Modokar will figure that out later. I've got it here somewhere. It's on this page. Rodicon. Rodicon is a level 2 thief, and Malar is also a level 2 thief.
Yeah. So the three of us were trouble. There you are. And I reached down and picked them both up, put them on the bench beside me. Oh, what a night.
What were we doing? Oh gosh! Ever since we came back from the forest, oh, my feet are still sore. I think I need more to drink. He's obviously drunk. The first one is Rodicon.
No, we have to
Switch
sober
these.
up now. And I
Okay, just a half drink then. All right.
big
He
bear
uses-
had cake. Crush.
He
Who
goes.
are you? I look around at the others.
Who do you say that to?
To most of the others. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we good warriors. Holy man.
Yeah, these are the people that probably now a week ago, slightly less than a week ago, you traveled into the mouth of doom and fought the emerald snake
Oh, yeah.
and destroyed it.
I took its head as my trophy.
Turned it into a helmet. Yes.
Should be ready soon. If
Yeah.
not,
I would say by now it's done. Yeah.
Krogan just looks like a monstrosity. I want to draw him one day.
Yeah.
Wonder how he smells.
Yeah, I know.
No,
right?
wait, I don't wonder. I don't wonder.
you can smell my bearskin loincloth. I keep it fresh.
No, Malar's
You
like,
probably smell it now.
I don't think so. I don't think, no thanks. Hey, who are you people anyway? Malar says that to, to everyone else, to Caden and Flanagan and Alaric and Gerald. Cock.
Just folks trying to make an honest living and change things around here, I suppose.
I'm not sure if I could describe anything we do in this place as an honest living. Most of what we do is expose ourselves to truly exciting wilderness conditions in the hopes of protecting others from the worst of it.
And
Yeah.
glory.
The glory is good. The glory is very good. But the money's the best part.
Money brings us
Malar's
light.
like, money? And turns to Krogon and is
Yeah.
like, did these folks, have you journeyed with them before? These people here?
Yeah, they're pretty tough. We made some coin.
So what he said about the money, it's true.
Specifically, we found a magical animal in a tomb deep beneath the earth, whose hide was, as far as we could tell, made of polished emerald gemstone, and we sold it for a mint.
You think you can almost see emeralds in his eyes when you're saying that.
Yeah, he's wearing it on his head. Grogon.
The helmet.
There's your proof right there.
Ah.
Shimmering headdress.
All right.
And a bit of the belt has about 8 or 9 skulls with a rope going through their eye
I
sockets.
see you've added more skulls.
I've also seen 6 men die in this line of work, and so I can't recommend you do it unless you're... I can't in good conscience recommend it to anyone. But if you don't die, the money's pretty good.
He takes out his dagger and taps the blade against his boot that he puts half cross-legged against his other knee, and he says, "If there's coin, I'm in."
Well, I think you might find Caden might tell you. Well, I've been here for a while, and I think it's the glory, the money, but there's a lot of dark things around here, and what's keeping me here is more than just the money and the glory these days. But I'm not going to start getting into it right now. Maybe there's more to life than just that, I think.
Who does Gormal work for? I can't remember. I think it's Flanagan, isn't it?
I don't think so. That was
It's the thief that you all hired last time and went into the Mouth of Doom.
there's a Kai Connell, but he left, I think. I don't.
You all did have a thief. He went in, he fought the snake and everything with you all.
Yeah, who paid for him?
We did, but it's I don't remember.
Oh my
A
gosh, was it
specific person.
Krogon?
Yep.
Does Krogon have
So,
thief?
DM, you're right. I actually agreed to share my haul.
Oh my
with this
gosh.
team. Remember?
Yeah.
That was last week with I watched the YouTube. That was your Wednesday one.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
one before, he just came along with us. Like, he wasn't a hireling. He was he had his own share. I mean, I guess we could check the results and see what.
Somebody hired him and he agreed to do it for a half share.
Right.
Well, it's okay. Out of character, the next thing I want to offer is you don't have to take all of these hirelings. Or you can. When you bring more hirelings, they take a portion of the XP and the loot.
Yeah, you can if you have hirelings that are actually your hirelings as opposed to people that were just convincing to come to us.
Oh, we had the rival adventure party.
Yes, and then there's a thief.
And-
So the rivaling adventure party you
I
split off
remember the
from.
thief.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gormal the thief.
What I was to say is, like, if you have actual hirelings that you keep from week to week as opposed to for an event, you can decide whether they come or not. You're still paying them their per diem or whatever it is that you give them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
Up
Go
to
ahead.
you.
Go ahead, Darren.
I was just, I meant to clarify that. Like, is Malar my employee or is he going to be a partner in our enterprise? I thought
So
I
far,
hired him.
Rhodocon and Malar are yours. They're a part of your estate as long as they agree to it.
Okay.
They're what I would call hirelings right now, and that they take a half share of the treasure. And then depending on the success or failure and how they feel they've been treated, they may flee or give up or leave or stay, depending on how well it's going. But they're your buddies right now because I think you agreed to a full share, and I think I noted that in the results.
Yeah, I said I split my share with them.
Yeah. So yeah, I noted that, and
Not share, like equal share in the party. I said you guys share my share.
right. And then eventually, if they become henchmen, then they can become like lieutenants and run your estate and become backup characters and stuff.
That's awesome. That's what I was thinking, and that's why and Kurgan's naive in a way too. He's like, yeah, I give you equals my share. You come fight, and they turned out to work out quite well so far.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah, I mean-
does anybody want to hire Gormal? He has decided that he's sticking around.
Can't afford anymore.
Yeah, I'm
Sure,
wondering about
I'll
your
hire him.
charisma score. Yeah. Oh, you want him?
I'll hire
Okay.
him. So Gormal is
Oh yeah,
level
my
2,
charisma is horrible.
and I'll he's what is it? How much is it? Just like room and board?
So he paid for himself for the past week with his portion. So you don't have to pay for anything, but he's going to want he's going to want a half share to go with the party. So,
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And I'll pay for his last week as well, just as a gesture of goodwill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to have you around, Gormo. We did well last week, and we're building trust, and that's all we can ask for around here.
Thanks, Flanagan. This is a good crew. After everything we went through last week, made it into that place, fought that monster. Some of the best money I've made. So long as that's the case, I'll stick around.
Yeah.
I asked Odo if he's seen or if he knows that they've moved on. The old man and his guard in the last week or so since we've left and come back.
The old man and his guard.
That was the guy in the robes and the woman.
Yeah, the wizard. Yeah. He's like, I'm not sure I remember who you're talking about, but
He said he was looking for artifacts and stuff, so I'm wondering if he stayed in the area or if the assault on Zelkor's caused him to leave.
Aye, well, I can tell you this. He wasn't at that assault as far as I know, at the battle. And he's left. He's not here. He's not paid for a room.
Oh, that's true. That makes it very, very easy to know if somebody's around. Thank you.
Did somebody want to talk to Ullman?
Yeah, Ullman's the creepy wizard.
Spooky guy. We've got an unidentified vial of mysterious green fluid, and I would like to identify it by having a professional take a look at it as opposed to pouring it down my throat and seeing what happens.
Yeah. Before we do that, I wouldn't mind just asking Odo. Odo, do you have when those soldiers of Meriadoc came around? I wasn't here, but I heard it was quite a fight. They might come back. I'm just wondering. Like, I'm not too much of a political type, but do you? And I don't really care either one way or the other. I'm just curious. Do you consider yourself to be is this land like a part of the province of some lord or something? This Meriadoc, or are we out on the sort of the edges?
Aye, this land is under the barony of East Reach of Lord Meriadoc. It's true. But I pay my taxes. I haven't heard from the Lord. I'll tell you something else. Flanagan, you've been here now for more than a month. Couple of months now. And you've done a lot for us. Your crew, to be honest, and some of those sitting over there now, if it weren't for them, and some who'd lost their lives, I would have lost everything. So I'll tell you the truth. There's a sheriff. Runs north and south along the coast road. Gathers up people. People around there, presses them into service. Treats them terrible. Uses them like pieces of meat. Drives them against the monsters and to get things out of the dungeon himself. Runs a whole press gang that way. I doubt that Lord Meriadoc knows the extent of the corruption there. The sheriff. I wouldn't have told you this when you first came here, to be honest with you. I didn't know who to trust. Well, anyways, every once in a while, a patrol will make its way through here. And I don't know whether it's part of that crooked crew or something else. And
Well, that could be trouble. I hope it doesn't get back to. I mean, a person like that might go back and say something to Lord Meriadoc and say you're trying to, leave out from underneath his power or something like that. But if that comes to bear and something happens, I mean, I promise you that I'll vouch for you, and I'll stand behind these walls with you as well.
that is awfully kind of you, but more than that, I believe you. So I'll tell you what I know of the man. His name's Sheriff Ostland. His captain of the guard is Ferrara. They've got at least 14 main lieutenants. I don't know how large their militia is now. With the people they press into service and any wood fort they may have captured or other places, it could be well over 100 men. Probably not all in the same place. They keep some of the Lord's equipment from war horses and things like this.
So is there a town where they're based? Then you said they might be anywhere in some kind of fort, but this Sheriff Austin, is there some town or village where he's centered?
No. The only town or settlement out here, before you came here, Flanagan, they probably would have considered Zelkor's Ferry just another wood fort. After all, we do have a wood palisade. Only a few buildings, but thanks to you all, we're more than that now. Although, I think we always were. And I am a landowner. And that way a petty lord. I have the papers for these lands. Around Zelkor's Ferry. But no, there's no other settlement other than Zelkor's Ferry. Just strange beings that keep to briars and the woods and holes in the ground, portions of that massive dungeon of graves, and then they sometimes build wood forts.
Well, this Sheriff Austin sounds like more of a part of me saying this, but more of a bandit than just who claims to be under the power of this Meriadoc than anything else.
That's exactly what he is. And then he slams his fist down on the table and his nostrils flare and they kind of take on like a different appearance for a second. And then he's huffing and breathing hard and he calms himself down. He's like, that's exactly what they are. That's why when people come through this place, I don't ask questions. So long as people follow the rules, they have coin, I give them a place to stay. And even if they don't have coin, I'll give them something to drink and a place to sleep.
Well, you're a good man for that. I think when he did it, when his nostrils flared and he got angry, I think Flanagan kind of like jumped back, and he's like saw a little bit of that power. He hasn't seen them transform yet, and he's just like cowed by. You can see there's like power underneath there. And he's like, oh, yep. You're a good man. You're a good man. And he just takes leave of him then. Happy to go to the wizard when you guys are ready.
When you leave Otto, he has this pensive and distant look on his face.
Okay.
Am I able to hear any of this, or is this a private?
I was definitely just doing it openly. But I don't know if Otto would have said it.
I don't know if Otto wanted everyone to hear.
You can share it. Do you share this information, Flanagan? It wasn't given as some kind of secret, but yeah, he probably.
Yeah, I'd be happy. I would share all of that with everybody.
All right.
That's very interesting.
I figure at some point we ought to ask him, how's a man become sheriff around here?
We need a new sheriff in town, yeah.
Well, it seems
Now we might pay that sheriff a visit at some point.
Seems to me it's not going to happen democratically, if that's the right word. It seems to me this fellow is not going to want to let go of the reins too easy.
That's one way of looking at it. Other way of looking at it is that his own men might vote against him in a democratic way, if you want to put it that way. 100 men's not much to sneeze at, and they got to be fed somehow.
At that, Rodicon, who now these three people are sitting with you, he's like, yeah, but to be fed, you'll need food. There's no farmland.
And somehow or other, he's
place.
getting it.
Nah, he's stealing it. Unless we want to do what he does. And then he turns to Krogon. Do we want to do what he does? It's like that. Like,
you're asking the wrong guy. he's been watching everything. He's still taking in civilization and sharing and helping. And these concepts are growing on him, though. He's starting to appreciate not having to watch your back all the time. Perhaps, being able to rely on your neighbor. He's intrigued by these holy men and these generous people that he's found himself hanging out with, and he's just been very intrigued. And he's looking at his two hirelings, and he goes, "We'll wait and see." He's used to working for warlords and the type that sweep over the hill that morning and scare everybody and take away the gold and women.
Yeah, I was about to say, I would imagine that what the sheriff is doing is where Krogon's from. It's pretty normal.
Oh yeah,
it's just like,
that's what I mean. He's troubled. He looks around with his hangover, and just listen. These are different times. Yeah. I agree, though. These are brigands, no honor.
Hold on, these men can't possibly be civilized. I don't even think they have a skull to drink out of.
We shall see. And I twick my sword that Malar finally found. It was like under a table over another place. Just mishandled it. Previous. So I sit back though and shut up and listen. And
they startle and they're like, and they do. They like shut up and they. I am looking for where this potion came from. It's 40 minutes in, so I don't want to.
I'm pretty sure it's a healing potion. I believe we picked it up off of the goblins.
Krogon ended up with that, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah.
Let's put a drop on your tongue.
No, I don't think it is. Let me look it up.
Oh no, that was Scorbo. No,
There's one other place where we got something like that. I can't remember where it was.
Oh man, I wish that I. Okay.
Is it in that?
I got it. I have it. Okay, I have it. Yes, you also have a scroll that I don't. But I think Caden has that scroll. Caden has the scroll. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was protection from evil.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Gerald, you go to the shack that's out on the edge of the waterfront. As usual, it has a strange cacophony of smells that comes from steam that's coming from pots and things cooking and mixing inside, and hanging roots, some of them drying on the outside, others moist and kept of things that he's collected. When you try to knock on the door or get his attention, he opens it, and with one big bulging eye, he's like, "Yes?"
You're Elder Dark?
Yes. Do you have something for me to look at?
I do. I was hoping I could employ you in your capacity as a sage of the mysteries of all this sort of thing. And I present to him my weird vial of mysterious fluids.
One moment. And he goes inside. And he rustles around. You hear some stuff crashing and clanging and stuff, and he scraping. He comes back out and he's like, 200 gold. You can negotiate.
That's a steep price, sir. I'm confident it's nothing I pulled this thing off of a goblin. It's not even going to be worth 200 gold.
Oh, a goblin. Did you get any of its toes?
No, but I can acquire some. But if you can bring the price down to, say, 75 gold pieces, I promise you that the next time I encounter a goblin, I will bring you the full collection of its extremities and phalanges.
What else parts you're interested in?
If you find anything strange, be sure to bring it to me. A deal for 120 gold. And you should know, what's in this vial can be quite powerful.
I have no doubt, sir. In the interest of establishing a positive relationship with the sole sage of the arcane of Zelkor's Ferry, I will accede to this. I will accede to your price.
Okay, he does some tests, and then you can see a green-hued emerald vapor curling out from the place that he's put some drops on some hot metal. He mixes some things in an alembic and puts it underneath it, allows some things to build steam, looks at a spectacle through it, and then he's like, just as I expected. I think that this will serve you well. He holds out his hand and then holds back the potion. And if you put it in his hand, he says, this is a potion of treasure finding. But not just any. Anything within an entire local area it'll find within miles. But it is somewhat subject to those that made it. So the person that drinks it might experience some strange side effects I'm not sure of.
When you say strange side effects, will these be side effects which imperil my safety or which imperil my very life?
I suppose all of that depends on the person. But I will say that those that constructed it were goblins, so the side effects wouldn't be unpleasant to a goblin.
Oh, I'm going to smell so bad. All right. Thank you for your advice, Sage.
Yeah.
Good luck in your studies of the occult.
Yeah, he bows weirdly and just backs back into the darkness of his hut. All right,
easy come, easy go.
We're 45 minutes in. So to be clear, potion of treasure finding 1 hex. Yeah, pretty powerful. Pretty powerful.
Will that do in a dungeon, I wonder? Well, it's up to you, Richard. So should we assume that we don't know about this at this point?
No, I'd tell you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So that, how does that, did he tell you how it works? Do you like sense a direction like a dowsing rod, or do you have an image in your head of what's around? How does it work?
No idea. We'll find out when I drink it.
Well, that guides you to where you're going to drink it. If it's going to guide you to it, then it's worthless underground, unless you know this. Well, actually, no, it's pretty close to worthless underground, because how do we know how to get to it? We're probably better off using it when you want to see something that might be external that you can.
It'll give you the direction and distance to it, and I'll go even further. It will do that for all of the major treasure within a mile, but not minor treasure. Only something that's huge.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not within a mile,
good.
within a hex. Sorry, within a hex, which is 6 miles.
I can't imagine that would be useless in a dungeon. I'm sure you would still. I mean, just I don't know the mechan. Flanagan doesn't know the mechanics, but I would imagine he would think that it would be useful to do in a dungeon. But who knows?
It's just that
I'm
how
sure
you
about
get to it is the question. Because like if it's in a mile, for example, it could be a mile deep. It could be a mile in the same. Not many dungeons are a mile big, but I mean, how do you get to it? Is it behind a secret? It could be 300 feet behind a secret door through another passageway. It's so hard to get to it. Whereas outdoors, you can get to it.
and the
There's
danger
another
of
use
the
for it.
treasure
We'll
is
leave this mysterious potion at home for now until
Good
we
idea.
have
Not when you
confidence
can
that we
be
need it.
Yeah.
It's also just if I get waxed, I want you guys to have access to it.
Well, that's cool.
And the
Speaking,
level of treasure could be equal to the danger too.
Yeah. It could also probably detect troop movements if there's someone moving around with lots and lots of fancy magic items. I mean, I don't know if it tracks that or just gold.
sorry, I may have accidentally. What was I going to say? Oh, speaking of leaving things at home, food, water, gear, replenishables, and money. So if you have treasure, is anyone taking any amount with them?
Yeah, I always write on my character sheet I'm taking 10 gold this time.
10 gold.
Yep.
Okay.
I normally
going to
take 5, and I'm going to continue with 5.
I also take 5.
5 gold.
I'll take 5 too.
And I'm going to spend a couple gold on. I'm going to spend 1 gold on 2 trail rations.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
And
Which
I'm gonna,
allows me
and trail rations are 0.5 gold each or 1 gold each.
0.5.
Yeah. All right. So then 8 days has served us well, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get 3. I'll make 4, so it's an even number.
Has anyone thought? Now, Krogon's freaking terrified of that sorcerer who sells stuff. He isn't going near that place. But he was thinking he would send in Malar if one of you want to go in to see if that guy wants to actually sell some potions or something.
I'm thinking out outside of the hut. He's like, I'm not going in that hut.
No, I
Which
just
sorcerer is this?
No.
The guy
So
you just talked.
if you send Malar in, he comes back and tells you that for a minor healing draught, he charges 250 gold pieces, but he will brew one. It heals 1d4 hit points. They have strange effects if you drink more than one in a day, and they can be quite strong. It's not a first aid thing. It's something that can keep you going, give you d4 hit points back if you're not already unconscious or dead or etc.
No other wondrous talismans or strange elixirs that would make us disappear or fly. I heard that you can fly.
He also emphasizes that if any of you should die, he might be able to do something about it for quite a bit of money. And then he's like, oh, but never mind, you know. And then Malar's like, yeah, and he said that if we contract anything strange down there, like a disease, that he might be able to help. Strange
And
disease.
if not, he'll enjoy looking at it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know what he meant by that, but
Ooh, wow, that's great.
So that's
Well-
on my bucket list. All right.
Does someone want to pitch in 125 and split the healing drought with me? No? Okay.
I'm short. I'm not exactly short on scratch, but I have a lot less than I used to.
Okay.
Krogon's, yeah, okay, here you go. And he gives you basically the rest of his gold.
How much is that?
I have a single casting of Cure Light Wounds.
107
We also-
gold pieces. Is that enough?
107?
Yeah.
7 or 70?
107.
Okay. I'll buy it. Thanks, Krogon, and I'll go get one then.
He gives you his classic clap on the back. Yeah, good.
All
Now
right.
we can fight the brigands.
Okay, I'll carry it then, and if you need it, you just shout, and anybody else needs it, this is a bit of an emergency thing we've got for ourselves.
all right. Now Krogon and Kalik have war horses, if I recall correctly. I think, does Kalik have a war horse, or was
It's
it?
the riding horse. The war horses went to other folks.
Okay.
I had one of those too.
Oh, you have a war horse.
No, I did.
You did. That's right. It was lost. Yes. Okay. So
And still no arrows in town, right?
not for sale. No.
Yeah, that's why I'm make sure. I'm not
Yeah.
out. I just want to keep checking every time I'm around.
Sure. Totally. So is anyone at a higher base movement rate right now? Like, is anybody at like base movement rate 9? And do you want to offload anything onto the horses, like your armor or anything, to risk doing that to increase your base movement rate?
No, I think I'll keep my armor on.
Okay, so are you at 9?
Yep.
Okay. And no one's at 12, right? So
I'm at 12 if I let go of something.
I'm at 12 by default.
or I'm sorry, no one's at 6.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm only a few pounds over
Or-
my maximum to be 12.
I know you can be in between that as well, but I'm just kind of getting some numbers here. Whoops.
I'll be right
What
back.
a weird thing to have. Apparently you can remove the chat from the browser.
I think I could go to 12 if I took off my backpack and set it on the horse.
Do you want to do that and put your gear so you won't have access to like anything in your backpack right away or any of your items? You could carry your weapon and armor or whatever, you know.
Yeah, my shield, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that if we can get there faster.
Did Kalik or
For
Krogan
traveling,
do-
I can get to 12 by just putting my hammer on a horse. Boom.
Okay. Is that okay, Kalik, if they put some of their odds and ends in your saddlebags on your riding horse?
Oh, no problem. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what
And
it's for.
I'll pick it up once
All
we're
right.
there.
My next question then is, what direction do you all go? It is, you can feel the pressure has dropped in the season of Lunasa in Albion. It seems the weather is starting to worsen. You've experienced several storms over the past few weeks. It feels like another one is coming soon. And otherwise, I should increase your visibility, actually. The visibility is not poor today. So you have 5 miles of visibility. And you're pretty familiar with the area around you, so I won't narrate it again. Which direction do you want to go?
Well, I guess, Caden, you're the caller. I'd like to
That's
suggest
right, actually.
our usual route down past the fallen demon statue and along the old road, and then cutting up from there.
Yeah, that's what I think would be the best.
Okay. Night falls, so obviously the visibility drops. The winds are starting to pick up and howl as the sun sets. So far, nothing has happened. You're just on the edge of the wood line. I can't remember if it was this group. I think it was the other
Give
one.
my son these notes. I'll be right back.
I think it was the other group.
Where we found the witches hut, or well, probably
Someone
witches hut.
someone dashed into here. Actually, I think it was this group. They dashed into the woods to avoid a patrol that was heading north to Zelkor's Ferry. And these are those woods, that tree line again along the road. You can see also the saddle to your left as you're traveling along the road. That ridge line with a small peak and then a bigger forested one behind you. And that's evening time.
Okay.
All right. The sun rises the next day. You're able to pass the night without any problems. Let me make sure of something real quick. Okay.
Decrementing my food
Oh yeah. Thank you.
down from 5 days to 4 days.
Oh yeah. Thank you for. Yeah, that's right.
I got a good feeling about today. Actually,
Yeah.
probably a bad feeling, which is probably not a good sign. We got lots of time. We're going deep in. We're going deep in through a secret door. If we get there,
Oh, Caden, roll a d6.
Oh. Six.
6, nice. Okay. They're off in a lake. As the sun rises and you're getting your gear, you can see Caden off in the distance. A group of some 15 armed people patrolling the wilderness. It seems they know that there are adventurers out here.
Yeah, we'll tell everybody. It looks like there's some guys out there. About maybe 15.
I vote we cheese it.
Are they on horseback or are they
No, none of them are on horseback.
foot?
Any insignia or trophies?
You
What
wouldn't be
do
able to. You wouldn't be able to see from here, but it looks like a motley assortment of weapons and armor.
You say they're out by the lake?
Yeah. There's a lake here.
Oh, okay. That's pretty far away, hey?
Yeah, it's quite a ways off in the distance.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't see us, right?
You're not sure. They might.
What phase of the moon is it?
Well, it's daytime, but
Oh, it's daytime still.
good question though.
So this is the next day, like in the morning before we take off?
Yeah, this is in the morning as you're getting your gear together.
Well, I think with 2 horses, we could move fast, and with fewer of us, we could probably move faster than a lot of them, even if they do see us. Maybe we should just skip breakfast and carry on.
Yeah,
All
that's a
right.
good idea.
Which direction is the lake on this map?
The lake is right
West.
here. I could.
Okay. Do you mind if I
Probably.
blew that up?
Yeah, we should totally blue that up. It should totally be like
I'll
blued
got
up. Yeah.
1 second. I'm blowing it.
Oh yes, please.
Ooh, that was
Beat me
beautiful.
to it.
Sorry, that would have been fun to do. All right. So you're following the road, right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Till we get to the hut.
oh, you're going to the hut. That
Well,
makes
we
sense.
should-
Or, well, I guess we're going straight to the dungeon.
We're going to the dungeon, but we must remember the hut. There was that hut that we want to eventually look at.
This one?
No, the one that we heard the
Oh, this one.
horrible things from. Yeah. I'm not saying go there now. I'm just saying let's remember.
No,
that.
we won't forget it. I'll remember it.
Caden, roll a
Well,
d6 again.
We got a witch hut and a wolf hut.
Yep.
Who did you
Really?
want to roll?
Six
Sorry?
again.
Aiden.
Caden, it's clear that this group is following you.
Ah, heck.
They're following us.
Right up to the mouth of Doom, eh?
Yeah, now they're off in the distance, but Caden notices them. So they're probably like back here, following the wood line, staying off the road, you know. But Caden, you're able to catch sight of them as you guys make it through the woods. As you make it up to the hillside, you can only imagine that it seems that they're trying to either observe you or follow you or worse.
Here's a question: if we can
Maybe
get
they
a
plan
sight-
to wait till we come out.
I was gonna say if we can get a sight, maybe we can go along the ridge, staying low, and get into a position where we could see the mouth of doom and see if they follow in after us. And we can decide what to do if they do that.
Like make like we're going in.
Yep.
But wait on the side and then ambush the ambushers. I mean, I don't think they're going to go in. I suspect they're going to come right up here and wait for us to come out. Right.
Right.
What about the horses?
Right.
And that was my idea. Oh yeah, we got horses. Yes, that's right. We're gonna lose our horses if we put them anywhere. But my idea
One of
was
those is a war horse.
yeah. No, I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying my idea was to see if they went in. That'd be great. If they didn't go in, but they split up, it would allow us to maybe backtrack around and ambush the other group that's in the ridge line or the tree line, and maybe get some bow shots on them before we engage and cut them down, and then even the odds if we had to. That was the idea, but we have horses, so yeah.
Well, so yeah, I mean, if they come up to the mouth of Doom and they don't see the horses, they're going to be suspicious, right? Because we can always take the horses down into the forest and tie them up or something. But
Krogon.
what are we planning on doing with the horses anyways? Just tying them up outside the dungeon, I guess, eh?
Well, yeah, that's why I always said about getting, people to take care of them, because if we're going to take horses to a dungeon, somebody has to take care of them somewhere. We can't just tie them up outside the dungeon. You think that's like
Well,
tying up
we
a
didn't-
Ferrari outside of a.
Right, but we didn't do that. So what are we going to do then? Like,
We got a henchman you could leave with them, but here's the thought. We have to camp soon, right? It's the end of the day.
You could go in the dungeon and enter dungeon time, and then at the end of the dungeon, assuming they don't set up an ambush, if they do, I will play that out. If they don't, for any reason, then in our usual conventions, you'll have returned to Zelkor's Ferry on a third day, and So you can go in the dungeon. You know, you don't have to like camp or whatever, and play that out. What are your intentions? Though? What are you thinking?
Krogan
If we
has an
ahead.
idea.
So if we do have to camp, the classic thing to do would be to set up a fire somewhere that we're not camping, and observe that from better ground and just suck up that we're gonna have to be cold for the night.
So what?
If
are,
they take the bait and go for the fire, then if it comes to it, we can attack them. If we can just get, spook them and get them to run off, that's even better.
Generally speaking, I'm hearing a set up an observation either way.
Krogan has idea.
Yeah,
That's one way.
Go
I wanna hear
ahead, Darren.
Krogan's plan.
Yeah.
How many archers here?
I
One.
hate to call myself an archer, but I have a bow.
All of the thieves have
Very
bows as
bad
well.
Should be
And the bows.
everyone but Caden.
yeah, I can't use a bow.
There are 6 archers. They set up on that ridge, and Krogan's been watching. They cover us warriors. When they approach, we pepper them with arrows. Half will fall with 2 volleys. Then we charge, decimate the rest. One way to wipe them out.
I do want to get rid of these people. And we do have it. If they're coming at us uphill, we have the advantage of good ground.
We'll have 2-3 shots before they even engage. The arrows will decimate them.
All right, before night falls. I mean, at least you do
Yeah.
that in the day, and,
Sure.
and if it doesn't go well, make
Also, are there big bundles of brush around, dry brush? I will gather them together and then put my oil in there, light on fire, and throw down.
We do the rolling bush thing.
Yeah, ball of fire.
pretty scary, actually.
Yeah, the German tribes kicked Varys'
Okay.
butt that way.
All right.
Yeah.
So observation with the chance of a counter ambush.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's the plan, Caden? And I'd like to hear from you too. Anyway, so what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like the idea of setting up a false camp and wait for.
Okay.
And maybe pulling Krogon's plan if we have to.
This
Hey,
takes.
can you use a sling?
What's that?
Can you use a sling?
Yeah, I have a sling.
Oh, you do. All right, because I was saying I have a sling if you didn't. All right, go ahead.
All right. Caden, roll a d6. Nice.
5. Yep.
You see them approaching. It looks like, and you said you're setting up a false campsite, right? It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they do indeed go to the false campsite. A number of them. How far away from that is the entrance to the Mouth of Doom?
We're uphill from the campsite for sure because we want to roll. We've got burning brush waiting there, and
Yeah.
we're looking down on that campsite.
Pick the best spot where we'd have a slope and a funnel.
Yep.
So,
And
how about this spot right here, and then set the campsite down here?
Yeah.
Just far enough that they really have to get out of the forest.
Where's
so
the
they
Mouth
can't
of Doom
just
on the
loop
map?
back in.
So basically, separate the two things. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So they do. Some of them go and they kick around at the fire and they look around at stuff and the stuff that's been moved. They can see where stuff has been dragged further uphill, and some of them go and they check out the Mouth of Doom. They're talking to each other, wondering what has happened, and they're not sure. And you all are able to observe this at night. It looks like they themselves are going to need to set up a campsite.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
maybe we should wait then, eh? Follow them.
Gonna be a long night, but I think that's the thing to do.
Yeah, let's take them.
I was thinking we could eliminate them, but yeah, sure.
Are we in
Maybe
good
we send a
position?
scout up to do a little listening first, just in case. Just in case these are,
just
It would be a little
Yeah,
awkward if we
that's fair.
ambushed people who are like soldiers as opposed to.
they're not beastmen.
Right.
True. And these, so far in this neck of the woods, most men I've met have been beasts.
And
And the scout can always yell when we attack if we have to.
Hi.
we're not attacking them. Oh, fine then.
Who's the sneakiest?
We have 2 thieves.
3 thieves, yeah.
Three.
3 thieves. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
All
Yeah.
Yeah,
As well.
if they get caught, we attack.
Gormal's a level 3 thief. Okay.
All right.
It's also.
Oh, you want to sneak up there and just, I mean, if they're going to set up camp, maybe just get as close as you can and keep safe and see if you can hear anything. Because the last thing we want is to get up on a second fake camp and get ambushed. The ambushers ambush the ambushers.
He's like, all right, well, I guess I will. You all get ready. And then, sure enough, there's a commotion. And Gormal is caught.
Oh,
And
God.
We're gonna need to
they
do
start
something.
they start chasing Gormal through the wilderness.
He's baiting.
Does he come back towards us or a different way?
Oh, he's totally coming back towards you all. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's time to do our part of the team.
Yep.
I have to.
Everyone stay low. When he gets past the
Longbow
point where
range.
it'd be safe to fire without hitting him,
Yeah,
that's a volley.
unload. Get
Yep.
Krogon, get that
Fire
brush.
at
ready.
extreme range as soon as we don't have negatives.
It,
It'd be
I
nice
will-
to ambush something else.
It is nighttime, so I am going to give you guys negatives for that.
That's fair.
For archery, that makes perfect sense.
We're hoping the fireball will light it up too, though.
Let's see
Yeah.
here.
The first shot will probably don't get it, but the second ones will probably get it.
We'll find out.
Or you
We'll
could
see
fire
how
the
we do.
fireball first. I don't know.
Yeah, let's
Figure
not.
the arrows might be nice to come at him without them knowing it's coming the first volley.
Yeah.
Sorry, it takes me a second to set this up too.
Yep.
Take
Yeah, that's a
time.
good idea. Maybe fire the first volley, and the first volley is when it could be that Caden pushes the flaming thing that Krogon set up, and that way we don't lose a firer, as it were.
I don't have a very high strength. That might be a problem.
Well, no,
It's
no,
just a bunch of brush.
it's brush that's going to be
Okay.
on fire. It's going to be distracting and lighting them up and ruining their night vision. Because
Yeah,
we know
but-
it's there. We're not going to stare at it until it's far away from us.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I was going to set up a rope along the path, but then I realized it's not really likely as they're not going to, if it's, never mind.
You all probably see exactly what you see right now, which is Gormal running and yelling with voices behind him in the darkness.
Okay.
And let's see here.
Gormal has a torch, but they don't?
That's a good point. I'm sure they
should
have
be able to see
torches.
torches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good target.
And they hopefully have ruined their night vision to some degree.
Right.
Oh man, a lot more of these jerks than I would prefer.
21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They don't see us coming, so
12. We estimated 15 before. This is even lower than that.
Okay, if we have to sprint off into the darkness to escape capture, let's rally up at that hut. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, good plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shouldn't come to that.
Yeah, not the wolf hut, not the witchy hut. The one on this.
So
the
let me
one.
make sure I understand the plan. Are you guys going to light this oily ball of stuff and toss it down this hill? Is that the goal?
Yeah, after we fired the
Yep.
first volley.
Okay.
So that'll be his last. He's going to hold that to. He's going to start rolling it after we've, the same round that we're firing. But obviously the arrows are going to beat the hell out of that before it gets down there.
Yeah. Okay. So
The idea is that we get at them without them seeing that they're about to be attacked. Then they see the fireball coming down toward them.
all right. Let's see. So you all are within range with no penalty, but being at night, I'm going to apply a -2 penalty. But you have a surprise round, and you can also attempt to throw the thing.
In fantasy rounds, I click a -2 button. Is there something like that here?
Now the downside is that Gormal is there in the dark, so there is. So if you miss bad enough, I'm gonna say if somebody gets a natural 1, that Gormal will get hit.
Hey, Ross, is this on a surprise round? Do we get 2 shots each?
Yeah. Basically,
Okay.
it's a free round. Go for it.
Okay.
everybody
on.
gets 2 shots. Or
Yeah, and I'll roll for the thieves. Yeah, if you have a bow can do it twice.
I was gonna say a sling.
Oh,
I've not
Jay.
rolled 2 digits on a bow yet.
I rolled a
See,
1.
I have not rolled 2 digits on a bow yet. This sucks.
Ah,
Ross, I rolled a 1.
On hit or damage?
On hit.
All right.
I didn't see anybody get a 1.
I'm sorry. So the armor class that you need to hit is a. You need to hit an ascending armor class 14 after you've subtracted 2 from your result. Did anybody
I
hit?
both times.
Nice.
So we've got 3 total hits.
I rolled a 2, so
All right. So Flanagan can roll. You can roll for damage, of course, and then Gerald, you can roll for damage.
All right, damage 3 and 1.
3 and 1.
Is a natural 1 an automatic hit on Gormal?
Yes.
I did 5 damage.
5 damage. All right. Let me look at Gormal.
Oh, you didn't roll on the d20. Okay.
No, I'm just doing it normal. I just
It's a-
trying to.
You hear him yell, but he's not dead.
Good.
And then I'm sorry. What did you say, Gerald, for your damage?
I hit once for 3 points and once for 1 point. So a total of 4 points.
Total 4 points. Okay.
So the target's in the dark?
Yeah.
I have to throw that thing, huh?
Your time is now.
Yeah, you're like I don't know if you're throwing it. I think you're rolling a big bundle.
Yeah.
The big old flaming tumbleweed.
Light her up.
Do I need to make a roll for that, or?
No, what I'm going to do is do a morale check. And I'm going to lower the result now that they know that there's like an ambush, this thing that starts rolling down towards them. Okay.
Watch out, Corval.
Yeah, no, I just ruled, Darren, that basically instead of trying to do all the math of every single person, whether or not they would hit, not hit, and everything else, just if somebody rolled a nat 1 and then they did. So, and it's just one person. So, let's see here. Okay.
Go ahead, Ross.
So that passes. The thing rolls into them. So I'm also going to say you can make that as a weapon attack, Caden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can just roll to hit with dexterity to see if you hit with it.
Okay.
What's dexterity, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Natural.
D20
natural.
plus your dexterity to hit. Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't have one to...
You roll a
Nat-
natural 20, so
That's 20.
Nice.
That's about as good as it's going to get for us.
All right. That
should
takes
do something
that takes
special
out
like the one did.
one of them as this thing rolls past. All right, and then Caden. Well, first of all, so all of that happens. It looks like they are going to charge and try to fight now. And you hear screaming in the night. What is the plan? Like Caden, overall, like stunts, tricks, ideas, plans, etc. Retreats and spells.
Does anybody have any?
well, I'd like to think that we've got at least one round of missile fire before they get here. I think
Yeah.
we got to do it. I mean, we're hunkered down. They can't see us.
And a
But hopefully
question,
well, so
are they, I asked, like, because they're not carrying torches?
Mhm.
Are they in the dark?
Yes, they're carrying torches, he said.
Yeah, they have torches.
I don't see all of us. Where are we?
Why?
We're to the south of them. Actually, yeah,
Oh,
it's just
okay.
me. It's just Gerald and how do I pronounce Sialak? It's Gaelic, right? I don't know how to say again.
It's the progenitor name for Kelly, if that makes it any easier.
Oh, come on, gotcha.
Kella.
That helps.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to light a light or a torch or a lantern or something, let me know. And then that's you all can't see your tokens because probably the visibility's off. But what were you saying, Darren?
Can we get another volley of arrows? And are we still -2 if they're carrying torches?
I'm not any good with weapons, so a torch I can hold.
So Darren, I will leave that up to the initiative as far as can they get to you in time. That's the question.
Do we have -2 right now? Or if they're carrying torches, we don't have -2, right?
What's their
Oh.
movement, though? Because our arrows are very long range.
Yeah.
They're not that long range. They're like 50 feet.
No, it's yards, first of all. But they move
Oh,
yards
right.
also.
Yeah. I mean, what I would judge is when people are bobbing around in the dark and screaming and going through brush and stuff, that it's not like they're like marching line abreast with flashlights or floodlights or something. You know, it's chaos.
Will it help if I light a torch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the area gets lit, that will definitely help.
Yeah, I'll light a torch.
Well, so first of all, though, what is the plan for the whole group? And what was your what you were talking about, Darren? Is like, if were you saying? Do you think that another volley could be made off in time, or what were you? What was your idea?
If possible, with the height advantage, elevation, and it's night, and they're stumbling through.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
Our range is at least 140. Without height advantage, it's 140 because 70 is the normal. You can go up to twice that without any negatives.
I mean, I had to light that thing, so I probably lit a torch when I did that.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you could probably expect you could probably
3 rounds before they can hit us.
You could probably expect that they have 2 rounds before they get to you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We can shoot the torch bearers. I was thinking, like, because they're easy.
That sounds funny.
If we drop them, they're light sources.
I think
If we
it,
drop
Yes,
them,
no, I like-
they'll run back to their camp and loot it themselves, and that'll be the last that we see of them. We won't get any payoff.
That's fine. I just hate these people. I don't really need to get paid.
We'll hunt them down and cut their heads off.
Normally, I discourage that sort of thing, but yeah, sure, why not?
all right. Sounds like we got a plan. So
There's no discouraging
Caden, roll for
going on.
initiative.
It's no fun.
2 rounds of missile fire is what we've got, which is great.
That D6.
Yeah, D6. Trying to roll high. Oof.
In this game, do you get 2 shots around or
No,
what?
that's a 2.
If you have a bow, yeah, you.
I have not rolled 2 digits,
Let's see. I just
and I still
get
have not
that
run.
one out of the
Oh
way.
God, forget it. I'm throwing away this bow.
I've only hit once with Flanagan, ever.
You don't
Ever.
want to get a nat 1. You do not want to get a nat 1. That's all.
Meanwhile, I
Just a con-
remain the luckiest person in this game. I rolled an 18 for 7 damage. So
7 damage.
I think that took one of them out. The other shot missed.
3.
I got a 6.
I missed everything.
3 with my sling.
Krogon, you got a longbow. You did 1 damage.
I got 2 hits for 4 damage total on one.
I have a
target.
torch lit too.
Nice.
I got a
Okay.
16 and an 18. Pardon me.
And
And then my 2 thieves are shooting their bows. I'm thinking.
oh
I think
yeah,
you're right.
yeah, I'll do that. Absolutely.
Right. It's 1 thief for you, 1 for me, right?
Oof.
Not that I don't really
And he's
matter.
got
That.
2 thieves. He's got 2, and you've got 1.
for Krogon, and you've got 1.
Oh, is that right? Gosh, that's
rolled
cool.
a nat 1 for one of them, unfortunately.
Well, okay, so almost.
It's a magic arrow, man. Out of that whole group, it automatically hits.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
People
That's
even roll
He's
it.
up front, I guess.
I'm just condensing it down. To me, the math makes sense instead of checking every single thing. You know, if you get a nat 1, it hits. That's pretty generous. Okay,
Yeah, totally.
so
I'm not questioning.
that takes out Gormal.
Balls.
As volleys
No.
of arrows fire into the enemy. The good news is that another enemy died as well. And then, let's see, and then you all reveal yourselves and light the battlefield as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't get the penalty that time, and bam, the battlefield
And now we
is
get a
lit.
second round of volleys.
This one will be up to initiative. Can they get to you in time? Because they can reach you if they. Yeah. So, Caden, roll a d6 for initiative.
And we're gonna fight him on the slope, so
Oh,
hopefully
come
get
on,
like a
that's too
+1 or
good.
something.
Wow.
Yeah, they are able to make it to you in time.
Oh God. No morale roll on that charge up the hill as they're falling.
I think they made it.
Did they? Okay.
Well, you had 2 more die. I'll do a morale roll, sure. Let's see here.
They made the first time. I don't know. I'm just. I'm not going to question what you do.
6,
I'm
7,
just
8. Give me just a second.
hoping we don't die.
Right.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
We can get cut down here.
Yeah, I'll do a morale roll. It makes sense. 2 more died, you know. Morale 8. They passed their morale roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ross, do you have the two thief avatars?
Yeah, right
Possibly?
here. There's the two
They're both
thieves
called
right here.
Gormal.
Oh, Gormal. Okay, gotcha.
And then let's see here.
Probably just made myself a big target lighting that torch, too.
Now, if this doesn't fit your like order of battle, of course you can rearrange it. I just plopped you in there, however it
Yeah.
was. You know, I didn't.
Do you think I would be up here by myself like that? I don't know.
You can move it if your order of battle is different. Then go ahead and move your tokens around, however it was. You know.
Feel free to stack your stuff up behind me. I'm a frontliner.
I might go front and center here if that's all right.
Yeah, I think I would probably be back a little bit.
I would almost. Yeah, that makes some sense.
But I don't do good at fighting.
Is Krogan okay? Is Krogan okay off to the side like that, or does he want to?
He's moved in.
Circle up.
Circle the wagon.
I was hoping the thieves could sneak around the back. And they all reached us in unison at the same time through the roughage and slopes.
Yeah, 2 rounds. Yep.
What, 2 rounds? Okay.
Let's see. Oh, sorry. Actually, yeah, no. Let's see. D6. Did we already? You got a 2. Yeah, I rolled a D6 to 6. Yeah, that's right. So far, they're rolling terribly. Wow.
Good for us.
Can't see who that is. Flanagan does a 12 hit.
Nope.
All right. That's their turn. It's your all's turn.
Oof.
Yay.
Where's the
Alrighty.
biggest one of these guys?
Right here. It's clear to you. I wouldn't call them the biggest, but if your intention is to take out their leader, they're the most well-dressed and have the best weapons.
Do they have any, like, marks of, like, allures or anything on them?
Of what?
Allure.
The Lord.
Any heraldry?
Yeah, heraldry.
Oh, heraldry. No. It's clear that they don't. They have a motley assortment of scale mail and leather and hide armor and no armor.
That's good. We're not pissing off the Lord again.
All right. All right. So Alaric
Am
does
I-
2 damage.
Is the one in front of me, north of me, is that an enemy or one of the hirelings? I can't tell. It's a small square.
Let me zoom in. Alaric. Oh, you're not. That's Flanagan. Yeah, but you can move. I mean, I don't know if you intended to be behind Flanagan. Yeah. if
No,
you
I
want to-
moved because I thought that was an enemy, and I moved
right.
because he's a small figure, so I figured it was some halfling or something.
All right, Gerald, you killed another.
Okay, I hit the one in front, whoever this one is in front of Flanagan.
Oh,
Yeah,
you-
I'm gonna attack that one too.
Actually, let's see. Gerald, you did 8 damage.
Gerald, you're doing amazing.
Yeah.
See how much that. We'll see if I can get us out of this. But ooh, a good bonk.
I attacked the one in front of Alaric. No, Flanagan.
The same
Kellogg's
one.
gonna start working on this other guy
Okay.
who's in
No,
front
front
of
of-
him.
Yeah, the same one.
No,
All right.
there's one ahead of, north of all of us. If he has more than 2 hit points, he's still alive, and you could kill him.
All right.
Okay. Did he have more than 2 hit points?
Yep.
Okay, then you killed him.
Okay. Sorry, what were we saying, Martin?
Doesn't matter. I missed.
Right. All right. Any other attacks?
Yeah, Malar and Robocon are going to gang up on this far
Right.
left flank.
And actually, Darren, do you want me to roll, or do you want to control them? Totally up to you. Whatever's more fun to you.
I can do it if you don't mind.
Okay.
I was going to actually, Malar was going to distract him as Robocon was going to sneak into the bush and try to hide in shadows.
Okay. Yeah. I think I maybe mentioned this. No, maybe that was a Dungeon Crawl Classics game.
Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
All right, so Malar with a short sword does 4 points damage
Okay.
against this schmuck here on the edge.
All right.
Is he dead?
4 points? No, he is not dead.
And Krogon comes over top with his giant sword. I'll kill you then. And he comes down in this humongous barbarian roar.
Yes.
Nice, nice.
Matt
Wow.
literally cuts the guy in half.
I don't think you're going to be keeping that skull.
All right, I'm going to do another morale check because at this point it's kind of...
And I got my helmet on and shit. And I'm chaotic, so I'm like screaming like a bloody demon. I'll kill you all.
They just barely passed. Caden, you can roll another d6.
Ross, were you going to say something? You said you mentioned something to the Dungeon Crawl Classics.
A 2 again? What?
That sucks.
Sylvie.
No, nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Take your best shot, you horrible goons. No, actually, take your worst shot, you horrible goons.
Okay, Kellic
From Count the Dead.
is a 15 hit.
No.
Nice.
Oh, that's the good armor.
That is Gerald.
I got.
There's a 14 hit
I haven't
Gerald.
got much of a strong arm, but my footwork.
14 will not hit Gerald. His AC is 15.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. These all move up.
Where are they wrapped around here?
That's a lark at the end.
They are rolling terribly.
Shoot.
I'm continuing to subtract their like a negative to their morale as this happens. So we'll see what happens next time. But it's your all's turn.
All right, let's get that leader. Who's beside Flanagan? Who's inside there from me?
Looks like
That-
Caden and
Right
Alaric.
beside you.
Gerald is going to continue to push directly for their leader.
All right.
I want him to know that I'm coming for his ass.
Just so you know, I could see Kalik and myself's names and Malar and RoboCop. Is there a setting that you guys can do? Maybe you see your names.
Not this turn.
No. Let's see
Yeah,
the
I can
numbers.
see my name and also Kelleck's name.
Yeah,
And
so it seems
Malar
like-
and Robocop.
And you can
I
see
can only
Alaric,
see
right?
mine in the.
I don't see anybody else's name except
I
Caleb.
cannot see Alarock.
I'm sure it's
That's
a
weird,
fog of
okay.
war thing.
There's a roll 20
Yeah.
option when you open up.
It's just
character,
I
you
have
double-click
control
it,
over
and it has
Kellogg's.
to give you options where characters can see it. The name.
If you need
I'll take a
me
look
to
at that.
ping your character, just let me know. All right. I got Arson. I'm sorry, Caden, Gerald. Who else is attacking this turn?
I am attacking.
I
I'll
am.
attack. So for
Probably all
everybody,
the fighters.
Flanagan, it goes for the other leader type. Finally, hits armor class 13. Hold on.
14,
Plus
but it hits.
Hits armor class 15, sorry.
Okay, it hits.
Nice. So I'm going to do... Finally, this is my first hit that I can remember in like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't hit
Okay.
too much either.
3 damage.
Alrighty.
This is a swing at the man to the right of Gormal.
That was the leader type, actually, Ross.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you. If possible, that's what I would have liked to have done.
There should be. Can I draw
1 damage to...
1 point on this guy?
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Is that it?
Aiden, did you go yet?
Yeah,
Nope.
if I missed.
Okay, then I'm going to swing at the one in front of Caden and myself.
Or in front of Flanagan and yourself.
Oh, I thought yeah, Flanagan is the halfling. Sorry. Ugh.
It's all good. You still have Krogon and Malar and Robocon or whatever.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a natural 20.
Wow.
Woo!
Ooh,
Okay.
This is quite a battle.
Now, Robocon has spent the last round sneaking around.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're gonna fight.
There we go.
Hold on.
Do Krogon's rolls yet. I don't know if that matters, but
They're gonna fight?
Yeah. Anytime. So anytime we get to a phase of battle, just go ahead. If you're attacking, just go ahead and roll for damage. Just do both.
Well, I wanted to ask because Robocon
yeah.
spent the last round sneaking around the back. So does he get a rear attack?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can use your
Okay.
backstab. Yeah.
Awesome. Is that a +2 or +4?
I think it's +4, isn't it?
Plus
Or am
4
I
to
getting
hit,
it mixed
double
up with
Four to hit,
BX
yeah.
again?
I got a 15 I hit,
Plus
and I
four.
double damage.
double the die.
Okay, so 12 damage.
Woo!
Nice.
Oh, he's down.
Then Malar, well, we're going to roll up the flank. If Malar can get a flank or rear attack on the guy fighting Kalik, I don't know if he gets a bonus or not. He rolls a 16, regardless.
He doesn't get
Okay.
shield at least.
Yeah, roll. Okay.
5
fine.
damage. And then
Slice him
Krogon
down.
jumps over Kalik and does a double barbarian chop on the guy in front of.
I'll give him a boost with the shield as he goes up.
Roll
Oh,
high,
very
roll high,
cinematic,
roll high,
cinematic.
roll high.
He's heavier than he looks.
And he's diving with the sword aiming down.
11. Oh, 11.
Crap.
I slipped on the
smart.
blade.
We're in the air.
it
We're
looks
in the air.
full. It would have hit if it was daytime, for sure.
9 damage, too. Oh.
All right, Caden, roll a d6.
Oh my
on the
god,
shield.
9 damage. Whew.
You're all able
Alright.
to act first this time.
Hey,
Cut him
I
down.
hit for 2 damage on the one in front of me. He's still alive.
I am going for the guy who is wounded, the wounded leader. 18 and 7. That is a big hit. Heck that
18
guy.
And
Caden
7.
is really bad at fighting.
Hit again too.
It's okay, you're good at other things.
Gerald,
Also,
describe
yeah,
how you
What's
kill the
wrong with
leader.
all of us who aren't Gerald? Good
I'm
grief.
just lucky. Luck is one of my skills.
I have not rolled under 19 yet, hand to hand. I didn't roll over a 9 with bow.
Gerald,
Gerald-
describe your kill.
Okay.
Thank you.
I lunge in. He tries to deflect with my shield. It catches in my shield. I twist it out of his hands, and I slash him across the throat. And then I just sort of punt him down the hill while he's still trying to deal with that, so that I don't have to listen to him gurgle.
He doesn't even have an option to explain himself, let alone gurgle, as his body just tumbles arm over arm, rolling down the hill
Nice
back.
clothes.
Yeah.
It's a nice sound.
I got 9 damage on the other leader, Ross.
9 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. That
Like, Krogan got
is.
another hit in too.
Boy, I sure hope these guys are brigands.
Yeah,
Well, they look like it.
They're brigands?
I hope they're not Odo's mercenaries.
I'm gonna put it this way: someone here is a brigand.
Yeah, and if they
Krogan,
aren't a brigand, we'll leave evidence that they're brigands.
Krogan,
We
describe
don't
your
need
kill.
to worry about that.
Well, he's two-handed chops, perpendicular. They've conserved the head.
Nice. Yeah, you do that. And did anybody else hit? Did I miss anybody? Or attack? Okay, great. All right, it's their turn. They are at this point. The leader of this group is still alive, and one other guy, and he is going to try to flee. But he didn't declare that at the top of the round, so this time he's going to fight. But the next turn, it's obvious that he's going to try to make it out of here. Wow, they rolled really badly this whole time.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Getting off
They
real
roll over
clean.
10? They got 112.
A couple of
One
them hit.
directly north of me,
They got a couple.
not the
fours.
leader. The other guy took 4 more. So total of 6 on him.
On my turn, I mean, I'd like to just shout out, like, drop your weapons.
Are we attacking again?
We don't have to. I mean, there's 2 of them left. We don't have to murder them if they're. That's Flanagan's thought, at least.
Yeah. Okay.
Oops. Yep.
I
So
did 4 damage
You
on
can
him
try.
ahead of me.
all right.
Info wouldn't be bad.
Alaric,
I like
describe your kill.
Oop.
Alaric,
Oh, it was me. Okay.
you said that
I see-
you hit him. You said
No,
that
the
you
other
did a
guy got
15
X,
for
so
4,
I
right?
wasn't sure. I wasn't attacking the leader. I was attacking the guy
Oh.
directly ahead.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Oh.
That's
I mean,
why
we're
didn't
still. I probably would still attack since we're attacking.
Well, we're not. It's
or,
not. It's
or are
not.
we not?
No,
I
not
can
yet.
use some dual damage. I'm going to hit him with the flat of my sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Or rather, I'm just gonna bonk him with my shield.
Okay,
So we're not killing, I say to Flanagan, as I pivot my sword last second in my hand grip.
You've killed enough people today.
Oh,
for
we're
keeping
not
me for
attacking
at least
again?
2 days.
Flanagan, you can roll a Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom
We're
save.
not going in the dungeon.
I fail.
You fail. He is going to flee, and that's what he's going to do on this turn.
He's gonna get
With
cut
all
down.
of his might, he's going to flee into the wilderness.
We attack.
He doesn't have to. 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 He does
Like opportunity attack?
Yes, everybody near him can do an opportunity attack.
Okay.
I missed. I got a 12.
I got a 15.
First miss.
Oh, Jesus.
Krogon's a monster.
Wait, Krogon wasn't near
Cut
him,
his
right?
head off.
Oh man, Gerald, you're gonna have to clean that. Your whole
So-
armor is red mist on it.
My question is, were you trying to
That's a
kill him,
15.
Caden? Are you trying to kill him?
Probably not. Probably trying to capture him.
Okay.
I was going to kill, but I missed.
He's got 2 hit points left. And it looks like, I think Alaric might have. Yep. Alaric, you did hit him. Were you trying to kill him or?
Oh, 12 AC hits? Yeah,
Actually-
I was trying to kill him.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
fleeing.
I was about to say, actually, he, even with subdual damage, that would have killed him anyway. So as he's fleeing, you all cut him down. His body tumbles down the hill.
I want to get in the dungeon. So,
Ross,
you
you
know,
see I got a nat 20?
otherwise
Yeah,
can't go to the
I
dungeon.
agree.
Ross,
Yes?
you see I got a nat 20?
Oh, nice.
Jesus.
You cut down the tree.
That's awesome.
He's cutting people in half at this point.
Yeah. That's great. All right. You have got a pile of dead bodies that you all have hewn. I think one person took
Yeah,
some damage.
one person
Oh.
died.
Yeah.
Well, and then, of
Other
course,
than that-
there's a person who actually died, and probably the highest level person in the party.
Is Gormal? Gormal is not recoverable with like magical healing, right? If he is, we should
Yeah, if
try.
you want to pay for it.
No, I mean like. No, I mean we have a cleric who can cast.
Oh,
healing.
well, yeah. No, he's dead, right?
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. How about we just? I hear that you want to get into the dungeon, Dan. How about we? I think we should respectfully bury Gormal. Or
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I meant if we had
Yeah.
hostages, we'd have to go back to town. That's right.
Dan, can I finish my sentence, please? If we just respectfully bury, I'm just sorry. I'm just finding with everybody talking that none of us are able to like finish a thought, and I find that it gets really difficult for me to know when to speak. Yeah, if we could just like respectfully bury Gormal and then like figure out what the treasure is and then continue on. Is that okay with everybody? Does Caden feel like that's a respectful way to like can we leave him here? Is that okay with the cleric?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
If it would be an honor to take his skull, but it might offend you.
Yeah, he was
Please
good.
leave his skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can assume like if you all make it out, you know, you could also retrieve his body, right, and take it back to.
Yeah, we can do that all the way back.
We need to bury him deep.
Also, as far as treasure, I will determine that later. I'm going to give you all what Rappan Athuk has for it.
Okay.
That being said, there are some things that I think you might want. You find a vial of red liquid on one of the leaders, each. Otherwise, the rest of it's pretty mundane. I don't think there's anything pressing that you might need in the Mouth of Doom. So, all right, are we heading into the dungeon?
Yeah.
It's right there. So
Sure. So is it nighttime or what time of day is it?
it is deep into the night.
Okay.
And that's okay.
Do we want to wait till the morning, or?
You can, we can roll.
Once we get back to town, we're gonna sleep off any whatever anyway.
All right, so I'm going to give you one more. They're going to say Gormal. They're obviously not. Actually, this one will say Connell, and it's not. These are your two thieves, Krogon. Now, again, and in fact, actually, let's not even start with that. Let's start with Theater of the Mind here. And let me get back. Let me get to. It's a rather big book, so it takes some moving back and forth.
I suggest we let Caden carry the red vial in case of really bad mojo. He might, if he wants to risk taking it, he can take it.
Yeah.
Those will be potions of healing. Those
That's what I'm
we
thinking.
found them on these guys
Giving
before.
it to someone else.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
good.
I'm not even sure you need to identify it. We found 5 of them on guys just like these.
Just because it's
walking
red, does that
around.
mean?
I have one on my person that we brought from before, and probably Krogon does as well. So if they resemble those, it might be a safe guess. And if not, we have something that you guys can use for it anyway.
Yeah.
We can wait until we get back to town. But I
Do they
wouldn't
look
sweat it
the
either way.
same? Do they look the same, Ross? Is it like the same red, or is one of them like red with like blood and flecks in it, and the other one's like Kool-Aid?
Yes.
They're the same.
It looks weird, and it looks the same as the.
Cool.
You have picked these up before and identified them. Yes.
That's cool.
Good.
Um,
So Caden
okay.
carrying it is good because if he can keep himself alive, he has a spell he can use.
Yeah.
Like a
Alright.
brand name hero of potions of healing. Someone just made some.
Probably some alchemist who's worth investigating down the line.
Okay.
This-
A huge stone demon face carved into the side of the hill. You enter into it. It is dark. Onyx black steps leading down into a room down below. And when you come in here, you've come to know that this place, the air in here doesn't circulate. It's steel. Torches sputter and gasp for air. It seems like they don't even put off as much light. There is a area down here at the bottom of these stairs that are probably 20 feet wide and 15 feet tall from the stairs. The ceiling down at the bottom, probably 30 feet. It's probably 20 feet across here. And there are these alcoves. There's a little hallway to the north and south and to the southeast. If you can tell me where to go, we don't need to worry about, we can just move down there. Like if you can remind me of where you want to go. The only difference being that I'll have you at a fast speed, which I believe Swords and Wizardry has an option for, because you've been here 2 or 3 times now.
Aiden, what are your thoughts?
We want to go back to the room where we killed the snake, right?
Yeah. By the way, I posted the map again in Otherworld Adventures. It's just should still be on your screen.
Such a good map.
Yeah.
Dude.
And how fast do you want to move? I usually want to ask that because I usually assume that you're in some claustrophobic cave-like space in the dark, ceiling only 15 feet above you, narrow passages, slowly checking things. But in this case, I'll give the option of increasing your speed. And the only downside to that is that you won't be mapping. So if you can tell me where to go, I'll just move your tokens there, and we'll start from there. Or we can go to the map, and we can go to normal pace.
You want to go quickly, or
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
in
think-
favor of going quickly.
But maybe not jogging, but
Of course. Yeah.
maybe like looking
Yeah.
for, like if there's any creatures down here, checking around the corners before we get around the corners. But we do know where the danger, like we know where the traps are up till this point at least. So
All right. In that case, tell me where you would go in this first room. Where would you go?
it's the door to the south, right?
yeah,
All right. Yeah, there's a door to
With the
the.
star on it.
Okay. Yeah, there's a door to the south, and there's a hallway as you go through that door. It goes
Yep.
to your left and right. Where do you go from there?
South again.
or east first, right to that pit at the intersection.
Well,
and then-
yeah.
All right. And then, so if you go to your left, which would be that way, you've got some doors. One of those doors has fallen in, right? It's fallen off the hinges that the door was on, slammed into the ground. There's this residue on the ground in places here where you had fought those centipedes. And there are some doors left and right. And you go down to the end of that hall. There's an intersection going left and right, going off into the darkness both ways. Where do you go?
And we avoid that pit trap and go south.
All right. Yeah, so traveling down that corridor, it turns 90 degrees to the right from here. And so turning 90 degrees at the end of the hall, it's probably 50 feet down. There's another door that you checked. This door is open. The door is... wait, unless... No, you all closed this door, right? There's a door here at the end of the hallway that had... the ceiling had fallen in. And I think
we left that door open,
Yeah,
actually.
there was a cave in like to the level.
Yeah, that's drawn on the map. It's still open.
When you get here, that door is still open.
Okay.
This hallway continues down into the dark. Where do you go?
We go down that hallway and we turn to the right at the end, I believe.
Right, left.
Alrighty.
God.
Caden, roll a d6.
It's not good, I won.
As you go down to the end, you turn right. All of a sudden, just as you turn right, you're just walking. Like, I'm not, like you said, I don't imagine that you are jogging or something.
Right.
Just going at a normal pace because you've been here 3 times now, twice, at least in this part. And you go down to the end of the hall and you turn right. And when you turn right, it turns left again. And there's you all had done something here. I think that you either caved this area in or you did something because there was like the hive on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, we spiked the door.
And you see something here. And I don't even need to switch to the map. I don't even think it matters. Because you surprise one another, both.
Ooh. Yeah, I think there was a secret door there, but which was just a weak wall that we smashed in. And then the further up door was... We
had spiked it shut.
Oh, just to get to the secret door. Are we going to do it in 40 minutes?
I hope so.
Skeletons?
All the damn bandits.
Skeletons?
They paid for it.
Yeah, Martin's right. It's dangerous to travel out into the wilderness.
Where the heck would they have come from, huh?
Yeah, they were as you turned the corner. They were standing there. And you, what do you all do? Is the question.
Let's just smash them. That's my vote.
Yep. I grabbed my hammer.
I have turned undead, but
All right.
There's 8 of us.
We can use the turn undead as a backup if things go to crap. Yeah, let's beat up some skeletons.
Oh,
All right.
doesn't
Well,
turn undead make them turn, and then you can beat on the ones as you want, the others.
Yeah.
all
Too
right.
much talk to smash.
Caden, roll a
Reduce
d6.
damage with it. It's like a heal.
or
4. Roll it again.
Yay.
Nice. All right, you are able to act first. If you're attacking, you can go ahead and attack and roll for damage. And
There's 4 of
Caden,
them?
there are 4 of them. Caden, if you intend to turn the undead, you can go ahead and roll for it.
I do 2
Is
damage.
Is the space here wide enough for all of us to fight at once?
I don't remember what to
Sure.
roll for that.
Yeah, everybody can fight. Yeah. It's a 2d6, and then you have a turn undead table. I can bring it up for you.
Ooh, I'm not hitting anything. Ooh, Krogon's hitting everything.
Man, Krogan killing Crom count the dead.
They're way ahead of you, man.
Is that 3
Damn.
you got?
Man, okay. I actually don't have it right here. I'm confused. Let me use my.
Do you do any
Awesome.
extra damage on nat 20s?
Just automatically hits.
You just automatically hit.
I don't even have turn undead in here. That's so weird. It says
It's on
banish the
page
undead.
42.
Oh,
sorry,
thank you.
43. 43. The chart. So if he rolls 2d10, it'll tell you what he gets.
Oh, 2 that's in. Okay.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Let's see here. We got Krogon
Nice.
with the thieves missed. Although the thieves, they have bonuses to hit. So let's see. One of them hits, so you can roll for damage for that one. And then Krogon does 9. So anyways, you utterly smash one of them.
I got a 13.
13 at level 2, right?
Yeah, level 2.
And you got a 13, and so you specific undead, cleric level 2. I'm confused about this. I'll be honest. This is the first time I look at the chart.
So he needed a 7 or above to turn.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if he rolls at level 1, is he level 1 or 2?
2.
Level 2.
Oh yeah, you turned a zombie with a 13.
Nice.
Schools that.
All right. Well, let's look at what everybody else rolled. So let's see here. Kellic missed, and nobody else attacked.
I attacked, but I rolled a 9, so no.
Yeah, I did.
Also rolled a 9 and missed.
I did 2 damage to one of them.
Nice. Okay. I think with 2 damage plus plus that, another one goes down, and then the other 2 flee. So they turn around and flee. What do you all do?
Do they have anything valuable looking on them?
They're fleeing because they're turned, or fleeing because they flee?
Because they're turned.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, they're gonna
they don't
eventually
have
come back.
Oh, really?
Martin just asked if they had anything valuable on them.
You can ignore them. They won't come back during our evening anyway.
Yeah. So no, they do not have anything valuable on
You
them.
want to see where they go?
No, they're
They're just
fleeing
going to run away
wildly.
from you.
Yeah,
They're not
so-
going anywhere in particular. They might run into a wall. That's what it takes.
Right. Who knows? I mean,
If I follow them, will they keep running?
Ross might choose
Yeah,
to.
for a bit.
I'm curious where they came from, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, for me in this, I would like if we do follow them. Ross might they might go somewhere. I would like to vote that we just let them go, though.
I mean, there's not
Or just
many
listen up.
ways they could go. Like, the only path is straight to the reef where we killed the snake, right?
Yeah. I mean, let's just keep going where we're going, and if they're there, let's just follow them.
okay.
It's a standard
That works.
dungeon thing not to get distracted.
Yep. Just go
Alright.
where we're going.
Just a moment.
Nice work. Wow, it feels like, you know what it is? It's just we have more bodies. We've got 8 people rolling dice right
Yeah.
now.
And you have Krogon.
It's true. And we have Krogon.
And Krogon and his 2 thieves, which really give me the Fafra and the Grey Mouser vibe I'm wanting here.
I totally was thinking that. He's my free Mouser.
Okay, so you make it back to this room. I'll finish kind of describing where you go. There's that right turn that leads into the wall that was a false wall with the hive that you had closed. The skeletons, they flee if you allow them to do that. They just continue to go ahead until eventually you can hear the noise of them having clambered through a narrow space here, which last time you all had slid to the side. There was another switchback. It turned left. There was a door that led into a barracks full of beds with nothing in them. And then a winding corridor that leads into this room where there's an ethereal green light still coming from green fires in these large basins, these large fire bowls at the end of the room of pillars. And what do you do? you still have the body left over that has decayed and rotted of the gem snake. It smells awful.
I high five everyone because we made it to where we meant to make it. Yay!
Yeah, we did it. Flanagan is holding a torch and has his shield in his other hand, and will walk to the secret door that we found and now carefully show the rest that haven't been here and just say, all right, I'm going to open this up and you all get ready.
Yeah, it looks like those things came out of there.
Yeah, maybe we should listen at this door first. Has anybody got to
We got
just all
thieves.
put our ears to this door?
Yes. Malar will step forward carefully and check. As he listens, Robicon will look for traps.
Nice.
All right, you can roll their d6s.
It's for the 6 for the find traps, and then 6 for listen.
Okay. Well, here's what they're able to tell. This is a very narrow and tight space. It's hard for them to, once this is opened, it kind of comes down to a place where you almost have to go on hands and knees. And it's lower. Okay. And when you look in here, they can tell that there's another sliding wall. He says that. He's like, hey, boss, there's another sliding wall down on the other side. We have to go in hands and knees. Probably only about 3 of us can fit side to side, but we have to go on hands and knees just to make it in there.
Oh.
All right, be careful. Should I tie a rope to your ankle?
Oh, you want us to open it?
I look back at the others. Is everyone ready?
Do you hear anything inside of that door?
You gotta go through it first, right?
Can I listen?
Yeah, they didn't hear anything on the other side of that door, but they're able to tell that it's a sliding door. From that, you can probably infer that it's fairly thick. The sliding door that you found also was.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so we're not going to be able to be very prepared because we're going to be down on our hands and knees opening this thing, right?
I think perhaps we let one of them open it and we wait in this room a moment.
Yeah,
And then they make them come to us.
that's a smart plan for you.
Yeah, open it and we'll just hold back and wait for a bit. Sure.
I should also note that Rodocon drags something, and then it slides out of that narrow space and into the floor near you. And it is a dead adventurer person that's made his way down here sometime a long time ago. A skeleton now. However, they do have an intact chain shirt, and they still have their weapons and gear. They have a long sword and a short bow, and a full thing of 16 arrows, and about a belt pouch clinking, jingling with things inside of it.
Some
I want to
booty.
steal all the arrows.
Yes, we definitely
Actually-
want the arrows.
Okay. That means
Yeah.
I'm going to literally add them to my character sheet right now, and if you want extra arrows,
Yes, I do.
okay, how many do you want?
Well, we should split among the people who want arrows.
Okay, I want
Whatever
arrows.
that
Who
is,
else wants
fine.
arrows?
No, I would like some too.
Okay, so that's 3. Any fourth? Or is it just the 3 of us?
I could use a couple. We all fired at least 4
Oh,
in the
Funny
last
that
fight.
it's the most valuable item in the game right now.
Yeah,
Stones
so
are
that's
free.
4 arrows
Yeah.
each.
Works for me.
That's great.
I'm good.
1, 2,
Stones are
3,
free.
4.
I'm up to 12 now.
In
Yeah,
the
what's
belt.
in those?
Oh, sorry. When you take a look at the belt pouch, it clanks heavily. You open it, there are these fat, heavy gold coins. There are 15 of them with a strange minting. And then there's a large, kind of off-colored white gem worth at least 50 gold pieces, you think.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, so we'll just maybe you'll split that up afterwards. Hey, Ross.
Oh yeah, I will put that at the bottom of the results, the treasure.
Cool.
But I won't put
All
the
right.
chain shirt and the sword and such. That's up to you guys. There's arrows. All right, Caden, what's the plan?
I think the plan was for somebody to open the door, or did that happen already?
No one has opened the other sliding door on the far end yet.
That wasn't the plan for one of the thieves to go through.
All right, they can do that.
Come back.
So,
So
Malar,
arrange yourself in the room for ambush.
Before we
Yeah.
do that, does this skeleton look like it was like, is it crushed or anything? Like there's a trap in there that's going to kill the person who opens that door?
this is
Like,
How
tough
did he die?
because it's a skeleton, so it's tough. But make a I think I don't usually call for this check, but make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Because there's something. It's a skeleton.
Oh,
so yeah.
Everybody? Or,
No, just Flanagan, because he was the
Okay.
one checking it. Yeah.
Nice.
One time I rolled a natural 20.
You got a nat
Oh, it's-
20.
It's a save, not a check, you said. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Your call.
Well, it's to get over the saving throw number, and which I love in this game. It's so much. I love that. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
Um,
And just a bonus then? Is that right?
yeah, you would add your wisdom bonus, but you got a nat 20, so it succeeds, so it doesn't matter. So, anyways, you're looking at the skeleton. You feel something like you're checking the belt pouch, and you feel something big, like as if maybe it hadn't completely decomposed, as if part of it was still there. And you peel back some of the rotted clothes, and you see this weird fleshy mass, probably that wide, underneath the rotting clothes. You peel it back more, and you can see this huge, fat, fleshy mass underneath it. It looks like some giant worm or slug or something that is inside of the skeleton. It's
my
dead.
oh,
It's dead, but yeah, that's what you find inside of it.
Caden goes over to the corner and throws up.
Yeah.
Hayden does what?
Oh, he goes over to the corner and throws up.
Goes up. Oh. Yeah, I mean, Flanagan will say, "Look at this! Oh my god!" And he'll cut the dead thing and just make sure it's dead.
Yeah,
And
you
cut
cut
it open
it,
too.
and it's kind of dried. It looks like it's been in this for a while now, but it's some kind of. Well, no, I think you can determine that it's a leech. It's a huge thing. It's got a bottom that attaches, and everything.
Oh my god, this guy, whoever this was, got sucked a leech. He shriveled right up. This thing curled right up inside him. Look at this. He must have curled in here to die. Well, let's watch for leeches. I guess giant leeches.
How big is this giant leech? Like,
That long, that wide.
that's ugh. So it's like the size of a big fat otter.
Yeah, it's about an otter. It's an
Otters are
otter
messed
without legs. Yeah. It's terrible, isn't it?
By the
Ugh.
way, never Google what otters do when they're mating. Please don't do this.
No, I won't.
Why would you expose us to this meme? Why would you
not a
cue
meme.
us? Why would
Alright.
you cue us to this knowledge?
Kurgan will tie a rope to Malar's or Robocon's foot and say, "Ready, open the door. In case something happens, I'll pull you out. The rest of you, get your weapons ready."
Oh god, that's hilariously exactly what I was gonna suggest is tie so you can pull him.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think Flanagan will just be down low with his bow and arrow because we can't really get under there. He'll be watching with his bow and arrow.
Okay, so Rotocon goes up. He's like, all right, and you can hear him sliding the bottom of the door. He's like, you can hear his voice echoing. I think it's okay. I think it. Oh, that's what's squid. Oh God! Pull me back! Pull me back! Pull me back!
Yank.
You yank him back. He comes sliding back.
Nice.
There's this giant leech on him. He's like, get it off! Get it off! And he's got another one in his hand. He throws it against the wall. There's a leech on his shoulder. He's like, And actually, I'm just going to make a save to see if he can get it off and then not get hurt by it.
I was gonna say, you don't want Caden to try to knock it off.
He got hurt by it. Now he's going to be able to get it off. Don't worry. But, well, do worry because it's going to hurt him. But,
Not much.
he loses 2 hit points of damage. Let's see.
Oh, you some bitch.
Alak is going to go after the one that he threw. Make sure that thing doesn't get slithering around wherever.
And I bite out of it, a big chunk. Throw it aside.
All right, you are easily able to kill these things. They're not fast. Yeah, but he's like, it was and he's gotten bit by this thing. Nothing else seems to be happening except there's just this bloody mark where it bit him. You know, I've killed these things, thrown them off. He's like, there was something like the base of a statue on the other side, and I reached my arm around it and I just grabbed one of these things, but I don't think they're everywhere in there. There's some big room on the other side.
Let's get some fire in there.
Yeah.
Well, Darren, what were you saying, Darren? You were going to say something.
No, pardon me. I had a thought. I was to ask him, you stay back, friend, comrade. You've proven yourself.
Oh, thanks.
I will go forward now. And I go down on my knees. Who will go with me? Who will crush these parasites?
I'll go with him.
You know what, Crow? Why don't you throw in some oil first, or at least get some out just in case, and I'll be back here with a torch. Torch the place.
Just brandish and a torch should help.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so you all use fire. What were you saying, Dan?
No, I said yeah. Let's
fire.
do
Okay.
this. I'll follow with the torch.
All right, Caden, you're the group caller. Is that okay? Sound okay? It looks
Yeah.
like Krogon and Killick with fire. Okay, so I'm just going to move you all up. I know it can be laggy for some people. It is on my local machine.
Yeah, if I use Firefox, it's better.
And you see,
Where'd I go?
I don't know where you went. That's a good question. Maybe it fell on... No? Well, that's a good question. Let me see where you went.
Maybe it fell on transition or something.
Well, okay. Let me just move some... let me move you on here.
All of you realize that your coin purses have gone missing in the kill.
Okay.
The door was closed. I wonder how the skeletons got through.
All right. For now, I'm just going to set this
You've
to
always
all
thought the
players.
Killick was gaunt.
But you're right here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, let's get up here with Grover and get some fire in there.
Flanagan's right behind with another torch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh, you weren't kidding. It's right there. That statue.
Yeah, and actually what happens is, this is a little misleading, you actually come out underneath its base when you cast light into this room. So this is what you see. When you enter the room, you can see just from where you are at the base of the statue, just that this is a large room. From where you are, that's all you can see yet.
everyone listen.
Just
Okay.
go slow.
Can they hear anything? The thieves or anything?
If you take time, everybody can roll a d6, but it's going to take 10 minutes. That's abstracted across, while you all are doing all of this.
Yeah.
Okay, but you all can all roll a d6 if you take the time to move really slow and listen to all this stuff.
I'm sure that they're in there. I think what we do is we just go in and try to defend ourselves on the way up.
Yeah.
Killick is going to get his shield in one hand and a torch in the other, and
Okay.
unless Krogon wants to go first, he'll be ready to just crawl through and then keep the shield over his head as he comes through.
Yeah, Caden's gonna go on the third rank.
The other guy said that he reached around and grabbed one. I don't know where else these things are going to be on here, but
Right.
anything to prevent skin contact.
All right, then. Krogon nods. Crom count the dead. And he goes into the room.
All
I'm
right.
gonna have a dagger in my hand just in case.
Flanagan's
thinking.
Oh my god, it is big.
Okay, yeah, you enter this large chamber. There's a few things that you notice right away. First of all, a banister on a wall. On the other side of it, large stone stairs leading down. you see this huge statue. It looks like a 10-foot tall statue carved of stone of a human skeleton, each hand resting on the head of a stone wolf on either side. Its bottom is completely hollowed out. It's where you came from. The dais is probably 3 or 4 feet tall, 3.5 feet tall that you've had to crawl through. You can also see in the light on the far end of the room that there is another door to the north and to the east. It is otherwise a large room. Sorry, go ahead, Jay.
Sorry, is that a double door to the north?
Nope, it's just another single stone door.
Got it.
And we don't see leeches on the floors at all?
If you look around the statue, you eventually do find that there is another leech, a large, fat leech, probably this long and this wide, just slowly slithering on the other side of the statue.
Can Krogan slice it up into...
Yeah, sushi. You just slice it
Oh
up.
no.
It's pretty defenseless. It can't really. It's not very fast.
Would that be a Rashina too?
Go right ahead.
Yeah, you can put that in a sack if you got one if you want, and yeah, you know.
Ullman's gonna love this.
It's an underrated source of protein, as they say. Okay.
And but I was gonna bring it back to the saucer.
Ah, yeah.
So here's what I don't get, guys.
Can I bring its glands, or I'll put it in a sack?
Okay, you got
I'm
it.
gonna bring it back to the saucer.
Yeah, go ahead, Killick.
If these things are defenseless in here, then that suggests to me either they were dropped in here by someone or they're ambush predators. But I don't see anywhere to hide.
I look up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Ceiling?
Look at the ceiling.
Surely they can't climb walls.
Leeches.
Can they? I don't know anything about leeches.
I don't think
All I know is the kind that swim.
evil giant leeches.
Probably.
Nice.
Think of
think
like
we're
snails
thinking-
can climb walls. It's kind of like that.
Hold on.
All right.
One thing at a time. So, for Flanagan, you look up at the ceiling, and the ceiling is in places cracked. There are fissures, hollows in the ceiling. It looks like in places the ceiling is compromised here. It's convex. It's like this, right? And then there are these cracks and stuff. And you, in fact, do find 2 big cracks where these fat leeches are crawling out, sliding along the walls. Nice.
Good
Right.
one.
These
Yeah,
are.
look at
This
that.
is the ceiling, to be clear. So it's not on the floor. Okay.
Well, look up there, everyone. I guess that answers your question about leeches. At least this time.
Oh,
Well, I'll pull out my bow and try to hit a couple of them. I don't know if they're just gonna be pouring out indefinitely or what, but
All right. Roll a d100 for any arrows that won't shatter to see if you can recover them, but it's no problem. You don't even have to roll. Like, they're just leeches. They're not very fast, and having identified them, you're able to destroy them. What'd you get?
okay. So I'm
And
rolling.
where
Just,
else could they be?
A d100 is what you'd be rolling. I use this to see, like, how many arrows you could recover, or if they shatter against the stone and stuff like that.
I got 4. Roll it 4 times and roll for each leech, I guess, and rolled under 50 each time. So I don't know. My first roll was 38.
Okay, so you fired 4 arrows, so I'll say you got 2 arrows back. Okay, Martin, what were you saying?
Oh, I was asking where else they could hide. If
You
they
don't-
presented that easily on the ceiling, now I'm quite worried.
You look around the room, you don't see any other major cracks and fissures. What about Gerald and Caden and Alaric? What are you guys doing?
I'm going to walk while looking up along the edge of the wall
Caden comes out.
Sorry, go ahead, Dan.
I'm just gonna walk along the edge of the wall and see what I can see along the edge here.
On the south side?
Whatever, I'm like going to the north. I think that is. I don't know.
Oh, on this side right here. You see, the room is just a stone room. It looks like this is almost like a foyer, if you will. And I'll just move a lantern. Let's see who has a light here. Here we go. I'm just going to move a thief here for a light. You can see that there's these stone stairs going down.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wanted to look down the stairs, and I wanted to, meaning from up there, and I also wanted to see the walls to see if I could see anything not secret doors, but meaning like anything about them that stands out or anything like that.
The walls in here don't. This looks like, and I don't know what it's called, but when you have a grand staircase and it has like an intermediate level that acts like a foyer, I'm too not rich. I'm too poor to know what that's something
Sounds
that fancy.
me.
But this is what
I'm
this
sure
room
my
is.
mom knows. But
It's a large, one of those like kind of large antechambers, and so the walls are actually fairly plain here. The only thing of note that you find is a door here, and a staircase leading down, and this huge statue, and then of course the two fissures on the roof. There's nothing else of significance in this room.
I don't think we plan to go down.
What about Gerald?
I am inclined to. I'm following the crew on this one because I know stuff about this dungeon. I don't want to drop any spoilers.
Ah, okay, interesting. Okay, and then Caden.
I don't know anything.
Uh,
I have no opinions.
he's just kind of disgusted by all these leeches. He just doesn't know which way we want to go.
All right. Well, as a group caller, what's the consensus for the group, or where do you think we should go next? We have only a few minutes, so I think you could basically pick a door, or you could go and see where these stairs go.
Yeah, I just
vote door.
posted
Yeah, I vote for door too. Sorry.
I just posted the map on Discord so we could see where like these things might lead to.
All right. I've got great news. Real quick, the game convention, like I said, the stairs, because you found them. Well, you may want to go down the stairs really quick, actually, just to find the next floor.
Find the next. All right. Okay.
Yeah, and that'll
Yeah,
be
sure.
you can go right back up the stairs.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, do you all want to do that actually? And okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What's the game convention? Sorry?
So
We
when
can start on a floor that we've been to before.
and you don't have to roll for as soon as you enter the dungeon, so long as you can tell me how to get there. I don't even roll random encounters. You just get there and you get to the next floor. And my reasoning for that is that you all will never see this dungeon if you don't do that, because this thing goes like more than a dozen levels deep. Like you'll never find it if you don't. Yeah, so having found another floor is a huge deal. Okay.
Let's go down the stairs then, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's see. You come down these stairs until you they switch back. The stairs are very large, so about 20 feet across, 15 feet tall, stone stairs leading down, until finally you make it into a big oval room. And again, you don't have to investigate anything here. You can just leave. But as soon as you round the corner at the bottom and your light touches this oval room, what at first appears to be a tapestry, like a huge carpet on the wall, skitters as like hundreds and hundreds of giant fat roaches skitter off into the darkness.
Oh no.
And you can see another door leading off to the right from this oval room and one to the left. You also see written over the north door the words healing and recovery. Carved into the stone. Sure. Over the south door, there's only a single word: forbidden. And actually with that, do you all want to check out one of the doors in the room before you head back to
In this room?
Selcourse Ferry? Back at the top of the stairs. Top of the
You know what?
stairs, there's 2 rooms.
Oh yeah, let's check one out.
Okay,
Right.
let's start north.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Who checks the door?
I'll do it.
I'm going to level up. I'm not checking anything.
Position myself. I'm gonna
Um,
position myself next to the other door, just in case.
Sure. So
So-
Kalak will head up, wait for everyone to get out of the way, and pull open the door, if possible.
everyone can also roll a d6. You can automatically make this check. And nothing this interesting, to be honest. Here, this
I don't know where my thing to roll went away.
push open the
Stop being
stone
laggy all
door,
of a sudden.
and you can see on the other side of the stone door here that the roof has caved in and completely closed this passage.
I
Okay.
wonder if it's connected to that other cave den.
Yeah.
Area.
Look at the map. It's pretty. Looks like it.
All right, so that is all we can do here. You are exhausted and out of supplies. It takes you about a day or so to return to Zelkor's Ferry, but you make it and you've survived again. And this time, in the Mouth of Doom, you have discovered a pathway down. What did you all get on your D6 rolls? Did anyone get a 1 or a 2?
We got a 2.
Got
I
a
got
2. 2. Okay. I will. You can share this information if you want, but for you two, for Flanagan and Gerald, you realized as you went down the stairs that they went down for a long ways, for a while, and then switched back. It felt like you went on more than a floor.
Okay. Maybe we don't go there.
But you can, if you choose, and any player can do this, and you can lead any other group in this. So this is unique to your players, the characters, not the players. The characters own this knowledge, and any group you play with, if you want to investigate that floor, as long as you can tell me how to get there, you say, all right, I'm going to a south door, I'm turning left, I'm going down in the hall, I'm turning right. As long as you can map that out for me, you just make it there, and I don't do any random checks.
Cool. Woof. Awesome.
And you leveled up. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I think I probably did. Do you guys mind if I roll right now just for kicks?
For your hit points?
Go for it.
Did we get XP?
Well, I'm so close that I think it's going to be almost guaranteed.
Oh, awesome.
Is that okay for everyone?
Yeah. I'm curious. Are you level 2 then?
What? Okay. What?
I'm just going to roll for my hit points on roll 20.
And Darren, you saw my message, right? About Krogon, that he's level 2. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Ah, good,
Yeah.
good.
So I'll just do it. If I don't level up, then let's just discount this roll, okay?
Yeah,
So Monday 8 minus 1.
I think you're
So-
right.
Yeah, it should be. So here's the 1d8, but it's going to be minus 1. Okay, that's not bad. 4.
That's good.
Yep, that's pretty good.
All right. Well, that's the end of the session.